Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well as always. Welcome to another video and another beautiful day. So in today's episode, I didn't really film an intro. I've already filmed the episode, but I didn't film an intro for this one. So you notice in this video, it's nice and sunny. And then when we go to start the video, it's gonna be like a wet and gloomy sort of day. So yeah, we're gonna be working on the 32 today. We've got some parts for you. We're finally coming towards the end of lockdown. We can finally take the car out and take these cars out. You can probably see this thing behind me. So I'm really looking forward to going out. Got the GE patrol behind us as well. A lot of you are here for. Just waiting for more parts for that. Now that shops are open back up, I can actually go out and buy some more stuff for it. Thank God for that. We'll continue with the 32 video and start bolting some cooler stuff onto it. Cool, so on the floor here we have two strut bars. So they're Ultrex strut braces. This one's the front, this one is the rear. Now they're in like a nice chrome finish with anodized blue little legs here. So obviously most of you know what a strut bar is for. It goes across both strut towers and just sort of braces them from flexing in. So obviously that'll be under like hard cornering and a lot of load and stress on the chassis. And then over here we have a GK Tech cooling fan. So this will replace our standard fan, which has more fins, and it's actually designed to cool a lot better than the factory ones. And they actually are proven to work, so that's good. And then over here we have a clear timing belt cover. This I was gonna wait till I got the adjustable cam gears and the anodized gears, but I might whack it on and see how it looks even with the stock gears until they come in, because I did order a pulley kit and stuff for that, so it should be coming in soon. So I'll whack some of these goodies on and see how she looks. A lot of these are just like for looks wise, and then obviously the fan is sort of there just to help cool it a bit better. And I was going to buy an aluminium radiator for it, but what I hear, the alloy radiators aren't really the greatest thing in the world for them. Open this up, there we are. So yeah, from what I hear, the alloy radiators aren't the best unless you get like a Mishimoto or a Koyo. So I'm just gonna keep standard one for now, and then when we have saved up a bit, we'll get a Mishimoto for it when we start making this thing a bit quicker. So first of all, I'm hoping the strut brace will fit on the front, because we do have an RB25. It is a little bit different, but it's sort of kinked in a way that it should fit. But even if it doesn't, bad luck, because the RB25 does sit a little bit higher. And we are missing a strut top bolt here because the thread is actually stripped, but at the same time we are going to get some coilovers for it, so we'll have some new strut tower tops or some new studs. But yeah, so first of all I'm going to see that strut brace fits, and then after that we will put timing belt cover on and the fan. And the fan's pretty easy, it just unbolts there, and I'm pretty sure I might have to take the shroud off, but we'll see. Let's get into it. Alright, so I've got the strut bar sitting on there. It just touches our TPS plug, because this car used to be automatic, so it's got an automatic throttle position sensor. So it's probably just going to touch that plug just there. So what I might have to do is I might have to just put a couple of washers under the strut bar, and that might bump it up just a little bit to clear. And then we should be okay from there. But at the same time, it is starting to rain now. So now I'm starting to fight weather. I'll bolt that down, see how it goes. Hopefully the rain sort of just dies off for now. So fun working in the rain. We've got the strut bar on, looking pretty sick. For some reason, this nut doesn't want to go all the way down. I think it's spinning the stud, so I just got to go under there and sort of clamp it with some multi-grips. Hold the stud and then buzz that down. And that'll buzz that side down just a little bit, because it's still just a little bit loose there. But at the same time, that looks sick. Makes the engine bay look a little bit nicer. Next thing I might do is whack on this clear cover. Actually, I might do the fan first, because I don't want to scratch the new cover. What I'm going to do, this shroud, so just holding on there. My catch can is mounted to the shroud, as you can see. Hopefully I can just pull the whole lot out. I don't want to take that top hose off. Hopefully I can just take the fan and the shroud off in one bit. Yeah, let's see how we go. We'll start unbolting stuff. So these fan bolts, they can be easy to get to, and they can be a pain in the ass. So you just want to wrap a ring spanner around them, and once you get a ring spanner onto them, crack it like that, and they come undone. You watch how many times I will drop the spanner while doing this. The hardest one to get to is always the one right at the bottom. So I'll keep doing that. I don't want to bore you with undoing them. We'll hopefully slide both units out and put the new one in. Well, easy enough to get the fan off, so all we have to do is unbolt this, and this one, it's easy, directional. So that's the front of your, that's the front facing towards the radiator, and then that will be engine, so that sits engine side. We take it off this viscous hub, so just crack these bolts here, easy enough. Just keep doing this until you get them all out, and whack the blades themselves off. Done. We'll set our viscous hub there. Then we take our beautiful new GK Tech. It'd be funny if it didn't fit on camera. Well, the fitment is actually a little bit off, isn't it? The bolt holes are actually quite off. Just one lines up. Doesn't line up very well. I'm probably doing something wrong, so put the camera down and have a look. Well, I am a spastic. I went on GK Tech's website, and it didn't really say it when I ordered the fan. It just said RB25DET clutch fan. I went to the site and I scrolled all the way down, and then I get to a little bit that says, oh, if you have an RB, you need an adapter. Fan-fucking-tastic, literally fantastic. I wish I knew that when I got it. So I read the freaking last questions. It said no modifications needed, and then I scrolled all the way down and it said, oh, you can have an RB. That's kind of annoying. Oh well, what can you do? I guarantee there was some of you looking at the camera going, oh you bastard, you need the adapter, you stupid man. Oh well, put the fan back on. That was a waste of time. That's okay, guys. I like to leave my mistakes on camera because, like, at the end of the day, no one's perfect, and if you mess up, you mess up. And now, you guys should hopefully not do the same thing that I did. We'll get the adapter ordered this week and whack it on then, and hopefully we should have some better cooling. You can see how different the design is of the fans, because like the actual sweep of the fans, so the way they mount onto the molding there, are the same, but the actual direction is very different the way it's designed, so it's quite cool. So apparently these do 60% more cooling than the factory. They're proven to cool a little bit more in the dyno. That's pretty cool to see. Whack this back in the car, and we'll put that clear cam cover on, and then put the rear strut brace on, and then that's ready to go out tonight. So just whack the fan back on, and now just put the battery on charge because it is dead as a doornail. Now, I didn't even realize when we took the fan out, I scratched the shit out of this, and now we're gonna have to take this off because it looks like shit. But yeah, so first thing we had to do is just undo all the bolts, and then we'll take the cam angle sensor out, make sure that that is 100% where it was. There's 2 Allen bolts at the top here. You got a couple of 8mm down there, and I should pop that cover right off. We can put our new one on. Pop these off first. Now the kit we're gonna get with the pulleys and stuff, that'll come with the new timing belt, so we can do the time belt on it too. I've got a harmonic balancer removal kit as well, so that'll help a lot because these balancers sometimes are a bit stubborn to come off. Let's undo our crank angle sensor or cam angle sensor. Holes line up perfect the next time. Perfect. So now you can see our little guts of our motor, timing belt there. So literally just gotta replace it with this thing now and see how it looks. In fact, trying to get it too dirty with fingerprints. And that looks pretty heckers. Once we have the adjustable gears in there, it should look a lot nicer. And then I think the timing belt that comes with the kit is blue, so just sort of like, it's like a dress kit, so it should look nicer. And then obviously when we have the power soon, should compensate the looks. I'm happy with how that's come out, looks a lot better. Made the bay look a little bit nicer. So once that battery charges up a bit, we get enough juice to start it, and we'll see how the belts look and the pulleys look. So now we'll head to the back, do that rear strut bar, and then we're done for the day. It's really mild today, it's like raining. Yeah, it's humid, so it's like forest weather. All you Queenslanders will probably be so used to it. So pop the boot of this beautiful beast and put our rear strut bar in it. Now push up the boot. Nothing. Yep, nothing. Got this thing. So the rear strut bar run across there. So in the boot here, I've got the boot trims off, and there are strut tops there and there. So what we might have to do to run the rear strut bar is actually just make a little hole and pop the bar through one of the plastics here. These plastics are pretty old and crappy, I don't really care. So and then run the bar sort of through the trim so it looks all factory. Now I am in the vehicle, I'm part of the vehicle. So we have the rear strut bar set up across the back there. So pretty much what we have to do is find out where this bar is going to impede in our little trim, and then we'll make a little hole just enough so it can pass through. So hopefully it should look a little bit tidy, but it won't look disgusting. So we'll start doing that now, and hopefully when we come back, it should all be done. The rain just will not go away. It's just been really shit. Hopefully we can get this done before it starts pissing down. I'll probably just jinxed it. Well, something like that, exactly that. Run through there to the other side so it all looks factory. So all we have to do is mimic the other side. I think that's it. And we can actually mount it all there, and then we got nice braced rear end. So something like that is how I want to go. So you can see it just sort of pops into the trims there. That one I did a little bit too low, so I just had to slide it up a bit, but you know, the trims sit in there pretty good now. So I've got the rear strut bar in, that's all bolted up now. It is raining like properly now, so I'm gonna get back inside. Okay guys, so it's like 3 or 4 days after the last clip that we just saw. Here I actually got another part coming in the mail, and here we got our 3-inch JJR downpipe. So I will unbox this now and show you what it looks like out of the package. Alright, so here's our Just Jap Racing, so JJR 3-inch downpipe. So this goes from the dump pipe all the way to the catalytic converter or test pipe, depending on what you're running. So on the car, I already have the JJR 3-inch dump pipe with the screamer. And then on the back, we have the JJR test pipe, which replaces the cat. So now I've actually got the midsection. So the stock down pipe, I think, is 2¼ inch. This is 3-inch. So it should liven up a bit, make it sound a little bit better. The rear section is mold steel, and the front half is stainless. So one day I'll have the whole rear section stainless as well. Yeah, so we'll start jacking the car up and getting this on. Hopefully we get nice sound coming out of it, and take for a little bus as well on this nice day. Cool, so we get the car jacked up here, and underneath, every time I do anything exhaust wise, I like to just spray WD-40 on the bolts underneath, and that way nothing will be really hard to get off, and it should start freeing itself up if something gives us a bit of grief. There's the downpipe there, and now we just got to get to our old one, which is there. You can see our test pipe in the middle. After I take it off, I'll show you further up, and you'll see our JJR dump pipe up there. Alright, so I got my phone light out just so you guys can see a little bit better. So up the top here The little pipe running up the top there that just runs to nowhere, that's the screamer pipe. We've got our flange here, which I've just put some WD-40 on. Now we can slowly undo these bolts and then take this dump pipe off, and we'll follow that to the back. You can see our test pipe here. Give it a nice clean, get it off, and get that stock rubbish out of here. Literally in another 2 minutes, the old one's out. So let's compare stock to new. So we have our old dump pipe versus our new dump pipe. So first thing you want to do is make sure the flanges point the same way and are roughly the same. So you can see our flanges are the same on this top 3-bolt flange here, and at the back here where it goes onto the cat, on the test pipe, you want to make sure it's angled the right way. Yeah, they both bend the right way. This one has sort of like a little S in it, where this one just sort of bends that way. So I guess now we can chuck this one in the car. Make sure we put all the gaskets on. So yeah, I'm keen to see if it sounds any different. All right, so it's very awkward to film under here, especially when trying to wrestle an exhaust, but this was actually one of the easiest exhausts I've ever had to put on in my life. Because this is JJR and the top dump is JJR, it all sort of matches up, so you're not going to have any issues. It's all just sitting on there very loosely, just so I can wiggle it around if so. And yeah, it doesn't get close to anything. The fitment is fantastic. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's awesome. So I'll bolt it up and then we'll start the car and see how it sounds. Obviously all the new gaskets and hardware were used, and yeah, so it should seal up nicely. All right, so a bit of time has gone past and the vehicle is back on the ground. Exhaust bolted up beautifully, and you know, I love it when shit just goes together smooth. And obviously when I've used 2 products and the one in the middle is the same, hopefully it should all match up. Everything looking nice in the bay now. Now at the back, we'll get a cold start in it and see how it sounds. Might sound a bit different, might sound the same, we'll see. Well, that was a fail. Its battery's dead, so we'll have to roll start it. I only had the battery on charge last time for like an hour, so yeah, I think she's dead again, so let the car charge it up itself. Just a bit of a bump start and she's running now. It sounds pretty much the same at idle, but we'll find out when we go for a drive. Alright, sweet, we made it back, and in one piece. And honestly, inside the car, when you rev it up and it gets into gate, it sounds so much more higher pitched in the car. I don't know if you'll get that on the exhaust note, but it sounds much better, much better. Just needed that 3, now it's a 3-inch the entire way through, so it's good. Doesn't go to 2 1/4 to 3-inch, because the dump pipe was 3-inch and the down pipe was 2 1/4, then it would have gone back to 3-inch, so I had that restriction. Now it's just the exhaust gases are flowing nice now. Next is a 6 boost manifold, I think. Get that really high RB25 sound that everyone loves, that exotic sort of scream they do. And then, yeah, do the hot side, cold side, and start putting some power into it. Does sound grouse, though. In the car, when it comes on gate, sounds amazing. All right, well, I think that's going to be enough for this video. I think we've done plenty to the car, and I'm pretty happy with it. And take it out on the weekend, or even during the week when we go out every Wednesday night. For all of you who don't know, there's a little hangout area we go to called That's a Lot of Donuts, and we go there every Wednesday, and we just talk about cars, park up, and just discuss our passion, our hobby. Sometimes I bring my RC drift car along and drift with a couple of other boys, so if anyone's local, you're more than welcome to come by. And come say hello, don't be afraid, because a couple of you guys messaged me saying, oh, I saw you, but I didn't want to come say hi, and dude, like, guys, come say hello. Seriously, I'm the most talkative guy. I will not stop talking. You'll have to shut me up. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you're a new subscriber, consider subscribing, or a new viewer. And thank you so much for watching and taking your time out. We'll see you next time. See you later.